those of you who are both young and fit probably won't identify with this series. Sure, you'll find some of the jokes amusing, but unless your back creaks when you bend down to tie your shoes, or your knees pop when you stand up, or you need 800 milligrams of ibuprofen along with 3 cups of coffee to get moving in the morning, you might not be able to identify with our main character or the joy he feels at the end of the first chapter, along with the trepidation. What series am I talking about? Drunken D-Rank pulls out the legendary sword. Real quick, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically, if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Oh, one more thing before we get started. I'm going to be streaming on this channel as well as Twitch. It'll mostly be Final Fantasy XIV, but you're more than welcome to pop in and talk about manga. Honestly, about half my streams are spent talking about manga, anime, or Commander. So if you'd like to swing by and chat, feel free. Lucas began life as an adventurer 20 years ago, but an accident early in his career mangled his hand. Now, almost 40, the only work he can get is that of a porter. After all, what good is a swordsman who can't hold a sword? Angry at the world and at his mean and nasty co-workers, the only comfort he can find anymore is at the bottom of a bottle. He can't even comfort himself with the company of women anymore because he can't get an erection. Stumbling around after another evening spent drinking away his sorrows, Lucas spies the holy sword in the center of town. Left there by the former hero, only someone chosen by the gods can remove it from the stone. Of course, Lucas is that chosen someone, but he doesn't remember doing it until the next morning when the sword starts yelling at him. Lucas awakens to find his face changed. He's handsome. And his hand is working. He can finally grip a sword for the first time in 20 years. And he's got a morning wood. His first one in years. What is going on? Well, legends passed on to children tend to be cleaned up. And the truth of the matter is, the sword actually serves the goddess of beauty and love. So you can't have erectile dysfunction and be the walking avatar of beauty and love, now can you? Okay, everything I've talked about so far was just from Chapter 1. You can buy this series in individual chapters over on Bookwalker or on Manga Up. Chapter 1 you can read for free on Manga Up, but the rest you have to use their coin system. I'm not familiar with it, so I can't tell you any more at this time. But what I can tell you is vague spoilers from the rest of the series. Cute Stuff, please put up a timestamp so that our lovely audience can skip ahead if they desire, but don't worry, I won't be going into specifics, just sort of discussing the general idea of the series so you can make a more informed decision as to whether or not you want to buy it. If you couldn't tell by now, this is an ecchi series. But only ecchi. There are naughty parts, but they're implied, not shown. So Lucas, who now looks 10 years younger and has a fully functioning body, is also in a contract with the Holy Sword. And the Holy Sword wants power. The only way for it to get power is for love to be shared, with as many people as possible. In other words, Lucas needs to form a harem. But every girl, or boy, love is love and the sword doesn't care as long as they don't mind being one of Lucas's dear princesses, that joins the harem gets a magic sword custom tailored to them. They also receive a blessing from the Holy Sword through Lucas, making them more powerful. So the bigger the harem, the stronger the sword, but that strength is also shared with both Lucas and the members of the harem. Finally, a rival to challenge Rentaro. Their battle will be legendary. In all seriousness, this manga is just a fun fantasy romp. This isn't the next Fairyin in disguise. It is an ecchi harem fantasy adventure series with fun characters and an interesting hook. If you want something good, go read Maoyu. If you want something fun, check out Drunken D-Rank Pulls Out the Legendary Sword. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my daughter Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits at gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. There are several tiers to choose from. You can pick an anime or manga for me to do a video about, or you can join our monthly manga club. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Sean, Mark, Borgie, Nazwin, Midge, Alex, Kanga, Aaron, Chris, Robert, Michael, Skinwalker, Sidewinder, Austin, William, and Aaron. You guys are awesome. I post anime or manga videos often, or you can click here to watch additional videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Musings by Danon.